everyone, welcome to Lawminds. This is Vanaja Bhumireddy. In this video, I am going to discuss about the concept of Damnum sine Injuria. Damnum sine Injuria is a Latin legal maxim. I just want to give you a word-to-word explanation. Damnum means damage in the form of money, property, comfort and health. Sine means without or in the absence of. Injuria means violation of legal rights. Thus, the total damnum sine injuria means harm which is caused without violation of legal rights or damage in which there is no infringement of any legal right which are vested with the plaintiff. Mere loss of money or money's worth does not of itself constitute a tort. From this we can conclude that what we used instead of money or money's worth does not come under tort. Damage so suffer is called damnum sine injuria, that is damnum sine injuria. In law of tort, wrongful acts are those by which legal rights of the plaintiff violated. If some harm is caused to others by the exercise of a legal right of a person, then no action will lie against on him. I will give you an example for this. If I am running a mill at a particular place and any neighbor also established another mill in the same place which reduces my income, then I cannot file a case for compensation against him although it causes monetary harm to me. But if he obstructs the flow of water to my mill, then I will have right to take action against him as it violates my legal right. From the previous example, we can understand that every person has right to carry on his trade or profession in competition with others, even though this competition may cause in loss who is rival. According to this maxim, damage is not basis of action unless such damage is the result of violation of legal rights of plaintiff. There are some landmark judgments for the concept of damnum sine injuria. The first one is Mayor of Bradford versus Pickles. In this, Bradford company supplied water from its well. The defendant had adjacent land to the property of the company of which it was well. Defendant wished to sell his estate. He addressed to the corporate mayor but failed to compromise. So the defendant dug well in his own land by cutting off the underground supply of the corporate water well. This caused corporate loss to the plaintiff due to lack of adequate supply of water to corporate people. So plaintiff sued defendant for malice damages. The court then held that the defendant is not liable because the defendant act is not wrongful act. It has not violated the law or the plaintiff rights. There is object to malice. Ill will of digging well in his own land is not a tort. And another landmark judgment case is Gloucester Grammar School was. What happened in this case was the defendant was a schoolmaster who set up another school next to the plaintiff school due to some dispute that arose between the plaintiff and the defendant. And to attract more students, the defendant further went on to reduce the school fees, which lead to a substantial loss to the plaintiff, as a lot of students from plaintiff school transferred to the defendant school, which led to a substantial loss to the plaintiff, and he brought an action against the defendant to claim compensation for the loss he had suffered due to the defendant school. The court held that the defendant was not liable as he did not infringe on the legal rights of the plaintiff in setting up another school. Even though the plaintiff suffered monetary loss, the plaintiff cannot be led liable as there was no violation of legal rights. And for a person to be liable in law of torts, it is important that one's legal rights are violated or infringed. From this, I want to conclude that damnum sine injuria is an essential principle of tort law. Though it is centuries old, it is still very much useful and it is used by courts very frequently. The meaning that there can be no legal implication without any legal damage is important, because without this we would see several cases in the courts where people would be asking for compensation without any good reason. Also helps define the rights of a person better. It protects the right of a person to do an act even in cases where it could cause loss to the other party, thus helping in preserving the legal rights of a person. I hope you guys are understand the concept of damnum sine injuria. Thank you.